This is Susan, a mother with a full-time job. She just got off work and is going to Superstore to buy food for her family. Since she leads a busy life from raising her kids to managing her work, she always seeks shortcuts to save time. Thus, she tends to use the self-checkout machine to avoid long waiting lines at the cashier. Now, Susan is ready to use the self-checkout machine interface, but she faces her first problem. This machine does not accept cash. Now, this is a problem since not everyone prefers to use their cards when shopping for food. This is the part where she gets to either scan her item or choose an option. Now yes, the options may seem organized, however, every button takes her to a more complicated and confusing screen. The overall interface is cluttered and confusing, thus making it difficult to find the options she wants. Also, as you can see at the bottom of the screen, there is only one extra language option. Now that Susan entered her item's code, the price and name of the item is automatically added to her bill. However, no image for the item is shown on the screen, so she cannot verify that she typed the right code. If Susan wants to cancel an item, she has to call an attendant for help, which means more waiting time, and again, she can't pay by cash. To fix these design flaws, our team have created two prototypes, A and B. The main reason for this design is to provide a more user-friendly interface by increasing the visibility of its function and hierarchy, while still maintaining its simple design. Let's start with prototype A. In this prototype, the user gets the chance to choose different languages instead of being restricted with only two. When the user types the item's code, an image of the item will appear on the screen, so he or she can be sure that they typed the code for the correct item. This prevents unintended errors, which may cause them to spend more time at the self-checkout machine. The user is able to cancel an item by clicking the X next to each item, which will open another screen for the user to confirm the cancellation action. We've added a cache option to fit more users' preferences. Finally, this interface has been designed in a way that it focuses mainly on typing the item's code. The screen is less cluttered and dominated mainly by the text and number keypad. And here we have prototype B. Prototype B is designed where it provides the user with different languages. And it also replaces the plain header with useful instructions to guide the user throughout his checkout process. The screen is also less cluttered, with greater emphasis on primary options. The user also gets to confirm the item code before adding it to his bill. Let's say the user decides to cancel an item. He can do that easily by pressing the edit option, then choosing the item he wishes to edit. We've added a cache option to fit more users' preferences. Finally, prototype B has been designed in a way that focuses on both text and images together, making it easier for the user to use the interface. To figure out which prototype Superstore customers will most likely prefer, we conducted a user study with 6 participants with various backgrounds and from different ethnicities. The tasks we asked our participants to perform were: choose a language, buy an item by entering its barcode, cancel an item, pay by cash. With prototype A, the average amount of time it took to cancel an item was 12 seconds, while in prototype B it took 16 seconds. To enter an item's code in prototype A, the average amount of time was 9 seconds, while in prototype B it took 13 seconds. Users informed us that prototype A was lacking visual cues and was very dull. On the other hand, it was clearer, less prone to errors, and they were better able to figure out what to press in it. They also mentioned that they found the instructional headers in prototype B very useful, so in the future we will combine the features that worked best in both prototypes and design an interface that meets our user preferences.